In the midst of a global pandemic, the American elections were held in November 2020, and Joe Biden was elected as the 46th President of USA. The election results were followed by counterclaims and legal challenges. Votes in some states had to be recounted. Biden remained calm and won with a record 80 million votes, much more than any previous American president. However, it was not an easy run to the White House for the new president. Biden's life was filled with struggle, sorrow, and tragedy before the delayed triumph. This is the untold story of Joe Biden. Joe Biden was born on 20th November 1942 at Scranton in Pennsylvania. His dad was a car salesman who later moved the family to Delaware. As a young boy, Biden struggled with a stutter and was bullied in his early years at school.
My dad, who fell on hard times, always told me though, "Champ, when you get knocked down, get up."
At just 29, Joe Biden became a senator and was one of the youngest in Congress. Just 6 weeks after the election, in December 1972, life took a cruel turn for Joe Biden. His wife Nelia and daughter Naomi were killed in a car crash. His two sons, Beau and Hunter, were severely injured, but they survived. Filled with sorrow, Biden took oath as a senator in the hospital beside his son's bed. Biden was a young senator and a single parent. He wanted to spend quality time with his young sons, so he undertook the 4-hour train journey daily from Delaware to Washington. Biden later married Jill in 1977. They have a daughter named Ashley. Over the last 43 years, Jill has stood with Joe Biden through his ups and downs, through good times and bad. Biden's struggles continued. In 1988, he suffered from 2 life-threatening aneurysms and had to undergo brain surgery. The doctors were not sure he would survive. As a Catholic, he was administered the last rites in hospital. Joe Biden not only survived, but returned to work soon after that. Joe Biden was not new to the presidential race and had run for office twice before. He first ran for the presidency in 1988, but did not succeed. 20 years later, in 2008, Biden made a second bid for the White House. However, Barack Obama became president in 2008. Obama selected Biden to be his vice president for 8 years, during which they developed a close bond. Life was not kind to Joe Biden, and his struggles continued. In 2015, his son Beau, a former attorney general who also served in the army, died of brain cancer. Once again, Biden was filled with grief, and many believed that his political career was over. But Biden did not give up. In 2016, he was awarded the highest honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, by President Obama. Joe Biden spent 36 years in the Senate and 8 years as a vice president. He was instrumental in initiating the Violence Against Women Act. He firmly believed in human rights and fought against racism and the apartheid regime in South Africa.
The favorites in South Africa are the people who are being repressed by that ugly white regime. We have favorites. Our loyalty is not to South Africa, it's to South African.
In 2020, Biden made a third bid for the office of president and succeeded against a very assertive and competitive Donald Trump. Donald Trump called Joe Biden names such as Sleepy Joe and Slow Joe. In the end, Biden proved that slow and steady wins the race.
The country wasn't built by Wall Street bankers, CEOs, and hedge fund managers. It was built by you.
At 78, Joe Biden will go down in history as being the oldest American president to be elected, and for being the first vice president to a black president. Further, Biden will be remembered for appointing Senator Kamala Harris as the first female vice president to the White House. But with COVID-19 taking a major toll in the USA, the real work begins now. Joe Biden's journey to the White House proves that age, color, race, or gender does not matter. What really matters is the truth, self-belief, and hard work. Joe Biden's journey of triumph over tragedy, of success over sorrow, has proven that no matter how many times life knocks you down, you get up and keep moving. You do not give up. You do not stop until you succeed.
I pledge to be a president who seeks not to divide, but unify. Who doesn't see red states and blue states, only sees the United States.